Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoy my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you want to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I'm doing fantastic. I have breakfast with me, even though it's lunch. So it's technically lunch, but I'm breaking the fast, so it's breakfast. I'm doing wonderfully today. How are y'all? Hi. Happy you're here. Speaking of happy, I'm happy when I listen to Outer Wilds, so I'm gonna do that. Uh, there we go. Behold, my wilds are very outer right now. Very, very outer indeed. Before we start concept art, I have something very fun to show you. Hi Gremlin. I'll break that fast over here. Look, it's Batman spawn in your bed. Oh god, that reminds me. Have you seen Absolute Batman? Like Bane? Like, they made an actual monster, dude. It's insane. Wilding my outer till I OST. Listening, I'm outering my wilds till my eyes echo. For those who know, the DLC is called Echoes of the Eye. You see, I'm opening my fourth eye. I have many. But you know, that being said, I'm excited to show you this. So in August, I'm gonna start alternating Thursdays. Wilding your outer is better than outering your wild. I see. Yeah, well, you can't do all. You know, you can't really do one or the other. You have to have a balance of wilding your outer and outering your wilds. You know, it's just for healthy living. But you know, in August, I'm gonna be alternating Thursdays between like the usual concept art for the game and stuff for a the future Outer is Wild. Gremlin. That reminds me. So I found somebody made an the Future is Wild YouTube channel and is posting the episodes. And like I found it on my feed like late last night, like past midnight. Mm, water. And it's so exciting. I grew up on that shit. It's amazing. I'm so happy that it exists. Uh it's a it's a documentary TV show about the speculative future. So both? It's the series. Last night I watched an episode that I actually had never seen before. Which is one about like the future like Portuguese man of war. And an animated children's show based on it. Oh, it was the actual like documentary series. It was quite good. I learned that I had never seen all the episodes because there's like this Portuguese man of war one where basically it evolved to be a boat. It evolves sails and rudders and shit. Yeah, get flished, idiot. Ah man. I'm flishing. Truly a tragedy. You hate to see a clown be flished. Man, and uh, all that being said, I wanna alternate Thursdays where it's like normal concept art like I've been doing, and a tabletop project that I've had shelved for like a couple years. At least a year. And I'm very excited about it because it's a lot more local. It's very exploration based, as you can see with the hex crawl. And I kind of want to adapt it for Pathfinder. But I personally am very excited for it. Now, don't mind me stalling. I have breakfast and it's taking up most of my desk. Man, it's just some sausage, hash browns, and eggs. But it's quite good. No, man, Dicey. How into tabletop games are you? And Gremlin, I know you're really into the Homestuck tabletop game, and you will not get me. I will not fall into this trap. I will not get funny mouse trapped like Deltarune Chapter 2 Mouse. Only recently got into tabletops. Ah, Pog. Are you just like, is it just D&D or like other stuff? That's not to mention like tabletop board games, but we're talking about tabletop RPGs. Just D&D so far? Okay. So this whole project here is going to be fairly familiar to you then. If you've like played any D&D. I was devastated when Brennan Lee Mulligan announced his departure from Dropout. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I saw it. He's gonna be making doll shoes now. I'm pretty sure that part was a joke, but like he probably is actually leaving because I could tell like the love of the game sort of left him after that because that was not his favorite. But like obviously not leaving on any bad terms with like a Dropout. Oh, the whole thing was a bit? Okay. Okay, good. I mean good because I like it, but also if he actually did leave, then like it's fine. You know? Because like that's his decision, and you can't make somebody do something that you love that they no longer care for. That's not how it works. But you know, like this whole project that I'm planning on starting back up is fairly familiar if you've played like fantasy or like insert fantasy tabletop game because it's like high fantasy. It's based off of like the late medieval and like late high medieval periods in Europe. There's sort of a succession crisis, so everyone's going to war about it. It's from the latest Game Changer episode. Oh, I see. I haven't watched that. I've watched Game Changer, but I haven't watched like the latest episode. I mean, God, I can't get over the two jet skis from Lou. That was so funny. I also really like the elephant bit where like I forget his name, but I like him a lot. He was planting an elephant into Sam's mind the entire episode. Just congratulations, you have a weak mind is one of my favorite quotes of all time. It's so funny. Congratulations, Sam, you have a weak mind. Oh man, and like the I guess the four main factions, but like I'm not sure what to do with the Fae yet, but they're gonna be a big thing. I think they're gonna be power brokers, like just in role in this whole thing. But like they're like three barons that are fighting each other, and you're kind of outside. Like the whole thing is that the players are kind of outside of it, and they have to deal with it. And there's like a whole succession crisis, and it's very cool. I'll go more into it later. Actually, I could go into it now because again, I still have to stall for time. Not stall for time, stall for food. And time does not mean as much in the face of delicious food. Do you think 2 p.m. is more valuable than a good burger? I think not. Is 12:16 the current time it is as I'm saying this? Where I am worth more than hash browns, eggs, and sausage? I thought not. And like you can see two of the barons on my art fight. I need to do more stuff for them. That's sort of the point of why I'm gonna be starting stuff up again. Uh, like because I saw them in there, and I was like, wait a minute, I should have stuff done for them. I want to do stuff, and so I am. I'm gonna. Uh, but like there's the Baron of Crows, doesn't have a name yet. Then there's the Baron of Stags, which is like a Baron Morbok, I think their name is. Yeah, it's based on like old Scottish name, I think, if I remember my naming convention right. And like she's great. And then there's like the Baron whose symbol is a boar up here in this blank spot that I know nothing about yet. And basically, they represent a bunch of things. That's sort of the whole thing, is that this is a set piece for a story and like meaning and stuff. But basically, I accidentally made them end up being the funny Triforce of like power, wisdom, courage. That's their sort of thing. But I thought it would be fun when I just realized that earlier today. It would be really cool to have their flaws be that they lack these things, right? Like the boar guy here. Boar represents strength and power and all that stuff and violence generally. But what if he was not that strong and he was mostly just a figurehead for whoever actually controlled things there? Maybe some silly Grima Wormtongue advisor or something. The Baron of Crows transformed himself because he wasn't wise enough to go, hey, wait a minute, this shit is weird, and maybe I shouldn't, like, dabble in magics that I don't understand. And so he's sort of transformed him and a lot of his people. And then Morbok. like she's in her element in combat. She's in the front line. Her armor's like dented and shit, not repaired because like why would she? Like why would she bother? Like in her mind. And but like a bunch of other things, like a bunch more stuff like commitment and like interacting with people. He turned himself into a bird, man. Funniest shit I ever seen. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's actually in my art fight folder because it's easier to find. There it is. This is some old art I did of him. He's awesome. I'm still very proud of this in some ways. It's technically unfinished because I couldn't be bothered, but like I'm proud of this still. But yeah, no, he turned himself into a weird like crow monster thing. Funniest shit I ever see, man. Uh, man, and like she's in her element in combat, but she's refusing to confront the things that she's scared of because, as we know, like fear is not or courage is not a lack of fear, but the willingness to overcome it. And so, like, I feel like she's avoiding her problems, and that is going to cause a lot of bad stuff to happen, like a revolution later. Viva la revolution, I think. Mm. Food is delicious, Gordon. You're just going to have to kiss me sloppy style after the test, Gordon. Mm. Like yeah, they represent that in a weird way, and they're sort of like weirdly enough, those are their flaws instead of their strengths. They also represent different ways to handle a failing system, which is like the boar is trying to just tear it all down, nothing remains, just sort of break things down. Morbok, Baron Morbok is the status quo person. If we take the reins and get things back to normal, then things will be okay. And the Baron of Crows is the person that like runs away from everything. You don't change the system, you don't do anything for the better. You escape it. And so sort of like the whole thing is that they're fighting, and the synthesis of all these ideas is that it's sort of something in the middle. Not something in the middle, but something as a combination that is like the actual like best way to go about things, because the system is broken, right? There's no line of succession. Feudalism is a bad system and fails everybody, except for like I don't know, the king or some shit. Who's like gone. So like not even benefiting him, he died. And then like there's all that, there's all this conversation about like systems and what people do in hard times making tough decisions, what they believe is right after like a system fails or works exactly as intended depending on who you ask. And then there's the Fae. Fuck ass Fae. Don't mess with them. You do not fuck with the Fae. Uh, Basically, like, as a larger group, they're generally like power brokering. they're 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 definitely they're definitely weird and insane. But they throw the best orgies. Yeah, I wouldn't say that about a power broker. They might take you to a certain island. And then decades later, people refuse to release the fucking logs, even though we know they're there. Anyways. And like my goal with them, on top of that, is like their role in the story, is to really show like how weird and insane and dangerous and scary the Fae can be. And because like a big part of like that shit is that a lot of the stuff they do ends up feeling more like a mob protection racket. It turns out it died in Minecraft. He died in cold iron from the. That's exactly. Yeah, he died from cold iron poisoning. Which reminds me, it would be really interesting to have like a group of Fae that is like buying cold iron. And be like, we will use this as weapons to kill our enemies. Because it's like, Fae are weak to cold iron. Which is technically meteorite, by the way. Which is super cool. Like, it's really cool thematically to be like, yeah, no, the iron from not our world can kill the Fae because the Fae are the world. Like, that's a really interesting idea. I do think I just want to go with iron, though. Like, forged iron. Because, like, that feels better to me. Although, it would also be cool to be like, yeah, no, you need a special meteorite sword. So if I war criminals, exactly. And like with the protection racket sort of deal, there since so big war is going on right now, there's probably massive amounts of famine. Now, what happens when you can't give the Fae their tithe? They start stealing your children. They start hollowing out your cows, leaving nothing but the skins. They erase your house and they steal your children. Oh, and they also replace your wife for good measure. Like, they're scary. So, like, what happens if you can't pay them? They just, like, they take everything from you. I cleaned your house. Please pay me. It's like, I didn't ask for this. I have no money. Oh, I don't want money. I want milk. My cow died a year ago and we can't buy a new one. Oh, okay. I'm gonna eat all your toenails. Like they're fucking insane, and that's so cool. And we need to focus on that more. Like, I know there's the pretty ethereal, like, elven fairies from the super hot people lands, but it's like, no, they're scary little guys that'll kill you. Actually, no, they won't kill you. They'll make you wish that they did. Like, I want them to be a terrifying antagonistic force to the party. I don't know how exactly I'm gonna do that yet, besides what I just described, but, like, I have plans. I have some plans, and then I'll make new ones as, like, I actually do the art starting August. Shout out to Julius Caesar and Augustus for just going, we are going to make new months, fuck you. And then it was a massive problem for centuries until the Gregorian monks went like, you know what, let's fucking fix this, I guess. Like, this is a problem and things are way out of whack. We need to fix this. And then they kinda did. Like, our calendar's not too bad. It needs to be, like, reset every 4 years with, like, a daylight savings. Like, that's not bad. And like, a big part of this game that I want to have in it is exploration, because I really like exploration. It's very good. But that means that you know, stuff with random tables and stuff. I'm gonna have to write that out and do everything, you know, and such. And then I'm gonna so on and so forth. I'm really gonna Porky Pig it up. They call me Porky Pig the way I'm porking your dad and your mom. Hibbidi. Water is beautiful, Gordon. And like, I have all these, I have all these ideas for the world and like all the factions and stuff. It'd be really cool if, like, generally up here somewhere, there are like a group of dwarves that are being raided by these people here, and like they don't like that very much. And then there's like a forest down here. You can see it sort of starting, or there's just like a forest where like you can't enter it, or else you'll just like never leave. Like, people just don't leave that forest. And like, I actually don't want that to involve the Fae. I just want it to be like a something. Like, something's happening there. Actually, it could involve the Fae, but like, it could not be like their main thing, you know? I'm like, oh, people are going missing in these woods. Don't go. And then the party goes, and then they have to deal with like something truly awful in there. And then up here, I'm thinking that like the coastline and the mountains sort of like start to converge. And then there's like some really cool like cliffside stuff that I can do with that. I think that would be pretty cool. Also, I've calculated it. Each of these smaller hexes are probably like a couple hours of travel. This is not like a big map spatially. And when I say a couple hours, I mean a couple of hours by foot walking. It's not like that big a distance. Yeah, so like when you get across a hexagon, like one of the bigger hexes, it ends up being like 10 hours travel, which is about a day's travel. Like again by walking by foot. I finished the food and now I am the king of eating. Let's draw. Yeah, concept art. Okay, this is 38. I kind of want to have like similar colors to this in the city because I think that would be really cool and be sort of a through line. Oh, and these actually, primarily these, I think, because this is meant to represent like the outskirts of the city where like they're like ruins because it's underwater, but like this is under the dome and this was like the richer part where all the people whatever. You know, and such. Whatever and such. There we go, just making sure I have them on my palette so that I don't have to keep meandering back and forth. Back to 38% opacity with you. Are you the right one? Yes, yes you are. Early Phineas and Ferb be like, aren't you a little young to be busting it down crazy style? Why, yes. Yes, we are. And then they were just allowed to bust it down. That's not in the new season, as far as I remember. Like, nobody's like, aren't you a little too young? Aren't you a little too young to kill Saddam Hussein? Why, yes. Yes, we are. All right, carry on. Oh, phlegm. I'll be this joke would not fly in Mom Donnie's New York. I hope today's cooler than yesterday. It was like hot yesterday. It was like in the it ended up being in like the mid to high. Are you a little young to have left side mom of everyone in the tri-state area? You don't mess with Buford. You don't mess with Buford and his molds. It's been so hot, I've had trouble sleeping. Ah, same here, brother man. Same here. It's been a bit of a struggle. I have to wait until like sometimes I have to wait until like, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning to sleep, and that's not good for my body. Actually, let me look at the projected broadcast, or the forecast. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. It'll get only about like 30 Celsius. That's not terrible. That's not the best, but that's like really not terrible. I've already I've turned in my one essay and now I'm on to another, and now I'm doing one on audio dramas, because it's like a modern pop culture thing that is important to me as opposed to just general one. And I was like, I can do a lot of history stuff with this, and so I am. And like forcing me to listen to like old radio dramas and like modern audio dramas, like twist my arm. You don't have to ask me twice to like talk about midst for 3 pages. Incredibly good. Highly recommend listening to it. I'll never stop singing its praises. Should the checkerboard be black and white, or should it be like funny McDonald's colors? I was like, I wouldn't mind it being black and white, but also like, eh. It would also be funny to have it be like red, orange, or not red and orange, red and yellow. Like, that'd be very fun. Get you. Red and blue to symbolize the clowns running America. True, you're so right. Listen, and they're mad at Mom Donnie for being the whole circus? Like, come on. It's like these clowns are mad at people for wanting to go to a different circus. That quote can apply to a lot of things, actually. I'm gonna steal it from myself, and no one will ever know. I'll steal it, and no one will ever know. Okay, you are pink. A band I've heard of, but haven't really listened to that much. I'm thinking about some cool enemies that I want to have for this. Like for this game. I'm reading you're reading a what? Into a Kryptonian that landed in Gotham right now. Oh, Dick Grayson, incredibly based, best Robin. Also a pretty good Batman. Oh, self-insert. Oh, right. I forgot. It's been forever since I've read a self-insert. The last time I read it was back in middle school with like Sans X Reader fanfics on Wattpad. Asylum Tale is definitely the AU of all time. That's for sure. It should be pink. There we go. I think that's good. Yes. Yes, I like that. I like that we are gaming. In fact, we're so gaming that we're gold. God, I was talking with a friend last night, and when I say last night, I mean I had the revelation late last night and then messaged them in a rant, and they never got back to me yet. As far as I have seen, they haven't even seen it yet, so it's more like I was talking at somebody who wasn't listening. But like I was having an Asgard Deltarune rant, and also a Toriel Deltarune rant, and how she might be involved with the Knight somehow, and I mean like the forming of the Knight. And it gives me more reason to think it's Des. But also no judgment to people who think it's Carol. A little bit of judgment to people who think it's Rudy, and a lot of judgment for people who think it's anyone else. Alright, let's see here. Nice. Yes, good. Yeah, grab you. Grab Miss. What would happen in SpongeBob where instead of Mr. Krabs they called him Mr. Grabs and then he grabbed you and sent you to the abyss? Just, go with the gulper eels, Mr. Squidward. You'll have better luck with the anglers. Most of the stuff I read on like AO3 is like original works because I like seeing people's like unique worlds a bit, you know? So like I haven't really read a lot of fan fiction lately. You know, where people are just like, here's a fun scenario. Enjoy the scenario. I'll elaborate no further. And then they just like leave you with a fun, a gay old time. You reminded me because Kryptonian, one of my original ideas for the essay that I'm working on now, was to do the new Superman movie, but I realized that, like, I wouldn't be saying anything new because people have already been, like, talking about every aspect of the film. And so, like, it was worth it to do something a bit more niche so that I could talk about it and not be like, alright, I'll just look up an analysis of it. I was like, I think this will be one of the first analyses of Midst and Unend. Which is still being released. It only started, like, this last year. Or, like, you know, this year, 2025. So, like, it's new. It's good. Oh shit, I just realized your adopted mom is Nora Freeze. Oh, interesting. Nee Fields? Interesting. Interesting, Batman. Let me twink about it, says the Twinkler. Mr. Freeze is trying to riz up her mom? Hold on. I need to. I'm looking up an image just to be like, yo, yo, this who pulling your mom, you mad? There we go. This who's risen up your mom, you mad? God, absolute Mr. Freeze is terrifying as a design. Who is this freak? Also, absolute Joker is just casually like in a dead baby suit, like a suit, I guess? Question mark of like just dead babies. It's weird. The world of absolute Batman is weird. Killer Croc's mouth goes all the way back to his armpits, and it opens really wide, like one of those fuck-ass rat creatures from Bone. Shout out to the Bone comics, by the way. Gotta be one of my favorite pieces of media. Meanwhile, Grayson is investigating her, got invited to her home. Meanwhile, one of her classmates has a crush. Okay, has a crush on Grayson and got invited along, and her friend is implied to have a crush on the self-insert. Oh, I see. Ah, the love plot thickens. You know, despite the fact that part of my class is reading, I sometimes struggle. Let me erase that so that, technically speaking, this is purple, but we can all tell it's red. Yeah. Shout out to Bone, gotta be one of my favorite mediums to make instruments out of. Oh yeah! Bone flutes are awesome. Turns you into a massive system of bone flutes so that you become a bone, like yeah, like a bone bagpipe, except it's all bone, and it's just you. You become one big, like, Parasaurolophus, like, head. You make a funny noise. Behold, Plato's flute. It just cuts to a chicken whose bones were turned into a musical instrument. Steve Blue. Wow. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, I think I'm coloring it the way I intended. There we go. I just wanna be part of your symphony. Yeah. Yeah, things are working out, I think. Yeah, things are working out, I stink. When you stink about something instead of thinking about it. God, that joke was bad, and I say that with nothing but love. That was an awful joke, and it's awesome for that, actually. And I saw that Drock is gonna be streaming the tinfoil piece on Sunday, and I want to go, but also, like, I don't know, being gay waits for nobody. Uh, Pride. Yippee. I'm very excited. I'm not going to grab you. I'm not going to grab you. I'm going to obliterate you. Thank you, Spy. Very cool. I'm going to fillet you like a salmon. Hmm. Here he is, my favorite class, Guy from TF2. I'm going to grab you. My favorite class sandwich from TF2. Exactly. Man, remember when the sandwich from TF2 has done nothing but teleporting bread for the last 3 days? This is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No. No. So the soldier getting the fear of God in his inside of him whenever he sees a bucket. Second favorite class, Blue Spice and Severed Head in Medic's fridge. Mm, I don't personally. I don't think he really like gets into the top 5 for me, but he's still good, right? Like all the classes are good, including Severed Head. Right? Like he probably has to go above like Spy TF2 for me personally, but not by much. And third place goes to Saxon Hale. True. True. Number 3 does go to him. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, you are different. Okay. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 do, 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 do. And obviously, number 1 goes to the seal. The seal is the best class in TF2. Hmm. Alright, let's see. There we go. Here we are. And I want to talk about Mid so bad, but I don't want to spoil anything. It's just that good. The way they do storytelling is very interesting because they have a semi improv structure very similar to like D&D where there's prep, but then like stuff can easily go off the rails during the recording. Like it's a really interesting narrative and storytelling structure that like I haven't really seen anywhere else in audio dramas. Don't mind me, I'm just popping my back. There we go. Marvelous. It's a butter dog, dog with the butter. That's a butter dog, dog with the butter. Have you heard what's going on with Subnautica 2? That's just slimy as hell. I shit's fucked. They just wanted to make a fun game. And now you won't give them their 25 million USD bonus. Give them their fucking money. This wizard war is fucked. I heard somebody next to me saying the 9 hells or some shit. Man, I should probably. Sorry, my throat. I should probably like play Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero or something. But like I have a big fear of the ocean. That's not gonna be fun for me. Deep water's scary. Deep water where I could be lost forever in a compressing like destructive nothing is scary to me. It's not even like the creatures that are in there. It's just fucking. I don't want to get lost in that shit. I'll never find my way out. Like, oh, go up? Which way's fucking up? It's in the water. Like I love aquatic creatures. They're so good. They're some of my favorites. Fish, amazing. Like even and especially the really creepy like deep sea ones. Like, they're super cool. But the thing is, the fucking ocean scares me. Don't underestimate the ocean. Sometimes I feel like that Finn in that one episode of Adventure Time where he's like scared of the ocean. I was like, I get it. I fucking get it, Finn. It's not all deep water, it's just the ocean. At the end of the day, he gets over it. Right? So, like, I can too, and it's not like looking at the ocean from the outside is scary, just the idea of being in it. The idea of being in the ocean and being at its whims is scary, and it should be. That's just gonna kill you if you're not respectful to it. Also, unconscious childhood trauma? Huh. Yeah, no, tell me more about this fanular fiction. That is not what fan is short for, by the way. I just wanted to say fanular because it's funny. Like, it's obvious that Batman and Superman have been together for a while now. I wonder, I know it's a real like shot in the dark, but I think Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent would be a good ship. I have. I have. That was an awesome episode. Behold the bread roll wand. Or sorry, the breadstick wand. I'm gonna say it here. Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, good ship material. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Have you seen the new chapter of One Piece? I don't want to spoil things. Either way, I'm gonna say spoiler warning for everybody. Lois Lane is cheating on Clark with Superman, who's cheating on Batman, who's cheating on him with Clark Kent. Oh, true. Why don't they just get it together in one massive poly? Like, in one massive polycule. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so spoiler warning for anybody else watching this, either through the VOD or, live. It's just confirmed, huh? It's just confirmed that Blackbeard is Zebek's son, huh? Like, it just says it right out loud. Like, what the fuck is the deal with that? What the fuck is the deal with him? What is wrong with Zebek? And heavily replied Buggy's related. Okay, so here's my thoughts on the Buggy being Zebek's son. With the confirmation of Blackbeard and having them be siblings, that would not actually change a lot in the story, and that's fine. So it's honestly one of those like take it or leave it kind of reveals for me, like if Buggy is. And like it'll be really cool and it'll give him more notoriety, but he's already a Yonko. Also, can I just say, uh, fucking Loki's backstory is really, really shaping up to be a fucking straw hat ass backstory. I was rejected by literally everyone. Everyone hates me all the time because my eyes are silly. It's like, all right, get on the Thousand Sunny. It would make Buggy seem more impressive, but actually more pathetic. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Right, like that is perfect for Buggy, but also it would ultimately like not actually change all that much. What if he's not actually weak? It's just he's not at the top echelons. Right? And like what if he is at the top echelons? Honestly, that wouldn't change anything really. Like at this point. Yeah, I love me a pathetic man failure in parentheses Buggy. Like in terms of power. Like him being at the top echelons wouldn't actually change all that much in terms of like the story. Well, it kind of would, but yeah, their shoes are different. I should take that into account before I fucking color it in. The leg, though, is this color. Very fun and silly. Alright, I am going to go refill my water. Buggy is destined to become Joy Boy and bring laughter to all the blues. He's already a clown after all. True. True. Uh, Real quick, speaking of blue, I'm gonna be right back because I'm gonna get water. I will only take a short while. Not even a short while, I'll just take a short. I have returned and I have officially watered my shorts. Let me get rid of this for y'all. My throat's sore from sucking cleanest all day, clown penis. Oh, minimize that. Well, didn't mean to do that. Yay. Behold the power of liquids. Behold the power of liquid snake. Yes, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? I love that line from Smiling Friends so much. Just yes, it's genius. Everybody do the weenus. The weenus is a dance.
Everybody is a genius who knows it in advance. You see, I'm the game changer.
God, new. You don't suck cleanest, you blow it. It's erected in time to the shapes like a balloon. Yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry, I need to learn how to do a balloon poodle. Sorry, I accidentally turned your cleanest into a dragon. Yeah, sorry about that. Can't be helped, sorry. God, it's a shame what's happening with pirate software. Like he's like, no, we should kill games. Let me do a voice that's deep enough for that motherfucker. Yes, we should kill games. I hate when they live. I absolutely hate when games live. They should all die. And they should all be live service until they get abandoned and then die. I absolutely hate games being alive. Fuck you. Each other in the face who made the. This is irrelevant to the prophet. That's true. Now, actually, while I said true, that's mostly for the bit. How it actually happens is that the clowns have to do a really, really good performance for the clown gods, and if the clown gods deem the performance good enough, then like they'll be bestowed with a child, a singular child. Clown, turn on turn on the TV. They hit the Pentagon, clown. I love Oni plays. I should watch them more. Their clips are funny. They hit the Clentagon, the clown pentagon. Ah, I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing this color. Their nose undergoes mitosis and splits off. Oh yeah, yeah, no, that's why child clowns have much bigger noses, is because they're still growing into them. Everybody do the cleanest. The cleanest is a dance. people who draw like child clowns without massive honkin' like noses are doing it wrong, and I'm not judging them for it. I'm just saying maybe improve a little bit and give your kid clowns like massive noses almost as big as their face. They'll grow into them. It's fine. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. I think this one will be the more pastel because it's a nice contrast. Uh, to like everything else sort of going on. You fool! Those are obviously they involve similar, but they involve smaller bodies due to the island dwarfism. Ah, that's a common misconception. The you see the dwarf clowns actually have proportional noses to their bodies. What you're thinking of? What you're thinking of is a separate but closely related species of clown, being the Neandra clown. You see, they have really big noses to help with the cold, as their circuses were during the Ice Age. Instead of like the brightly colored fabric, it was mammoth. Ah, pygmy clowns are a different species. I haven't heard of that one. Everybody do the weenus. The weenus is the dance. That'd be an interesting fantasy world building project, actually going, alright, what does clowning look like for all the different like groups of people, like halflings, elves, gnomes, dwarves, the like. And what does it look like? Oh god, I need to finish my character sheet. Oh my god. I just gotta think, be like, hey, D&D game tomorrow for My Hero Vigilante is like, that's awesome and epic, and I'm very excited, but also I haven't finished my character sheet yet. I have a lot of it done, but I don't have all of it. I need my character's name. I have a fully done art piece of him. Well, it's not fully done, but let me show it actually. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for it. I've made art before I came up with a name. Where are you? I'm so glad it doesn't show my files, because that was a drawing of a naked woman, and that's against, what's the quirk? Okay, so basically, his quirk is based off of gotcha machines and, gotcha games, where basically, I roll on a random table to determine, like, on a d6 to determine the rarity of a random item I pull out of an opaque container. And the rarities are common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, mythic, and legendary. And like that's the quirk. I want to roll a lot. and it can range anywhere from like somebody's lost sock to a WMD.
Yeah, pardon me while I'm trying to find this guy. Get a load of this guy. I'd like to find him. When I get my hands on him, I'll show him off so hard.
Oh, by the way, it's always stuff that was lost by somebody. S and also cannot be like a living thing. I cannot pull a living thing out of a container. So unfortunately, I cannot find a lost person. However, a horse betting game. People have been advertising it to me to no end. It's a lot. Where the fuck are you? In the meantime, while I try and find it, look at this art that I'm doing for the Portal thumbnail. Shell is slam dunking Wheatley. I'm very happy with it so far. Okay, and then open. Let me see. Where are you? Where are you? I am. Where are you? I am.
Okay, where the fuck? Where the fuck? Okay. You're not there, you're not there, you're not on that row, you're not on that row, you're not on that row. That row is some pretty good art, actually. But that's not what I'm looking for. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're also cool art. I've cooked up some bangers. You're also cool, but I need to redo you, I think. That's a really funny one I need to finish. Where the hell?
It should be in my Krita documents.
Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna save that. Just in case something pops up, I'm gonna swap over to this, because I do stuff for anatomy reasons. I'm gonna X out of you, and then I'm gonna find it. Okay, where's it? There it is. There it is. Let me swap back. There we go. Yeah, this is my character in his costume. Basically, it's a zip-up hoodie. Uh, Speaking of, Gotcha pulls Amelia Earhart's The Lonely Dead Corpse. No, I could, yeah. No, I could, literally. Like, I can pull up a corpse, but I can't pull up, like, I can't pull out a missing living person. And also, this is like I might redo some of this, but this is for like another party member's character who has like a funny ghost quirk, or basically he could create a memory of somebody, and then that becomes basically a stand. It's super interesting. There's a couple other characters. One of them, one of my friends, their whole quirk is just like whenever they post, they flash people like a flashbang. He kind of looks like Agent 47 or like Mr. Clean, like he's bald. He's a light bulb man. Man, like, I'm super excited. It's tomorrow. The first session is tomorrow, and I don't have all my stuff down. Oh, because basically, there's like 6 categories of rarity, and each are supposed to have 50 things in it. And we only have it like halfway fully filled. It's probably like 75% filled. Gotcha pulls whatever documents end up on Ambon. Yeah, no, God, it's very possible. It's very, very possible. It's incredibly possible that, like, at some point my character pulls out the Epstein files. Like, that is genuinely a possibility. Like there is a thing for like government documents, and at this point I describe those as government documents given how important they are, even though they quote unquote don't exist. Now the fact that he's like, are we still talking about that Epstein guy? Are we still talking about him? Is so fucking funny. And now he's burning so much food. I don't know why. That's unrelated, but like still, just so much emergency food for emergency responses due to natural disasters when we don't have enough time to set up kitchens. And, and we're having the worst. We're having the worst natural disaster year we've had for at least a long time. And it's like, what the fuck? Is that to distract from the Epstein files, or is that just like another evil thing he's doing? Pulls Josie. True. And the funny thing is, because it's My Hero and it takes place, like, you know, in the future, we could just say that something was lost and that we currently know about now and be like, yep, that's in there. And, like, each thing is vague enough that it could be, like, a multiple different number of things for comedic effect. Basically, the whole point of the quirk is just to go, let's go gambling! Is the universe punishing the U.S. for electing Trump again? Listen, there was fraud there. There was a bunch of fraud there. And he's openly looking to do it again for the 2026 midterms. That's next year, dude. I'm fucking nervous. Like like there while we all knew that he didn't win, like he didn't actually win this time, there is actual proof and evidence that he did not actually win, and he just like took power. Like there is actual evidence to prove that. It's just nobody's doing anything about it because of course they're not. And like I'm not gonna storm the Capitol or anything about it. I'm not a fucking loser. But like, you know, still. Your crest too fair. Uh, pulls out the corpse of that one guy, like that one UN guy that called Trump daddy, like on live camera. I forget what his name is, but like he did that. Gene Monster short. I see his junderwear. Listen. That's an option. That's an option already. It's just not like that specific. Like at one point, if I get that option of like just a pro heroes like random something, because like there's a thing I can just kind of do with that. I like the first time is going to be Best Genius's junderwear, his jeans underwear, his joxers. Uh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Unfortunately, one friend won't be able to make it tomorrow, but like, it's fine because they're busy with stuff right now, and it's like, we're just like, hey, it's fine if you don't make it, dude. And like, it's just the first session, which is important, but like, not so important. He's the guy who flashes people. Most precious alma memorabilia. Oh God. Yeah, I do that, and Deku sees it and goes, "Mine!" And just like just speeds in and grabs it. Mine! I don't have that. I don't have that yet. Mine. I pull out like I don't know, Bakugo's like childhood stuffed animal. He fucking kills me. He kills me instantly. How the fuck did you get that? It's mine. And then I won't be able to get it out of my bag again until he loses it. He grabs it. He flies in and he grabs it. God, we're at the beginning of the story. Mineta sucks right now. Actually, no, we're before the beginning of the story. It's technically like a prequel by like 10 years. Mineta's still like young. So like Best Genius is around, so like stealing his junderwear is fair game. Oh, that could be funny. Probably has an early one, because, like, again, this is... Like, he's alive. He's just young at this point, because it's a prequel. It's My Hero Vigilantes. Okay, I'm going to new layer. I'm going to 38. And then I'm going to win. God, I pull out, like, Bakugo's dream journal. As I was sleep schedule, it's like, exactly. God, I have another, My Hero character. Like, for the same system, but, like, a different game, like, mainline My Hero. Uh, and my favorite, like, his whole thing is that he can create limbs out of, like, surrounding material or, like, stuff that he has on him. Law of equivalent exchange type thing. He has to have stuff to make it. But, like, he has no arms or legs, so Aizawa coming in and go, your quirk is gone. He just flops on the ground. And like, it's a big part of his character that he's a paraplegic, right? It's not like a joke thing, but also it's very funny imagining him flop on the ground with like a funny sound effect. His father? Oh my god, he's dead. Wait, no, he is dead. Right? Or is he just, like, not confirmed anything? I pull out Decker's dad and he's dead. Like I said, I can't pull out living people, but I can pull out corpses. We haven't seen him alive. Yeah, that is true, and it is over by now, so it doesn't really matter. SMH. SMH. Deku's father never mattered. The real hero was his mom. Shout out. Like people are like wondering like who's Deku's dad? Is it gonna be revealed? Is it gonna be this cool, big, awesome, epic reveal? It's like no, it's just it doesn't matter. Deku's father might as well be All Might. He's an anime father. We know just a tiny bit more about him than we know about Ash's father. True. But I don't know if it's headcanon or if we do know that somebody's been paying the child support. Somebody's been paying that shit. All we know is he's got a fire-breathing quirk. Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of all we know, and that's not very helpful to narrow it down. Do you realize how little it narrows it down? Do you realize how many people have like fire quirks? The author smiles so sweetly. A lot of good one for all is Deku's father fix. Oh, that is a theory that's been that like was going around for a bit. Was that like Deku was All for One's son, in the same way that like Shigaraki is the grandson of like the previous user of One for All. And like how there's like you can tie thematic parallels to that, even though like that fact is not needed for the thematic parallels to work, but still it sort of adds to it. So there's nothing wrong with thinking it. Has said he works overseas in America and sends money back, but it was never stated in the manga. I see. So like he truly does not matter. Like narratively speaking. You see, the red and the blue symbolize the clowns of America. I just thought of an awful thing that I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Yeah, he mastered us. Yeah, he mattered as much as All Might's dad, exactly. Which is to say, not very. Like, All Might's mom mattered a fair bit more. Still not a whole lot, but still more. God, that picture of like Kid All Might with his mom is so sweet. It's like one of my absolute favorite images from a mangaka of all time. Oh my god. I'm gonna show it on stream just so that people can like see it, because I need to spread the awareness of this. Open image, a new tab. This is a much clearer one than another one I saw. Thank you, Tumblr. You are forever good to me. Except for when you banned porn, and that caused like a massive Puritan cultural shift in fandom spaces. Wait, this is not All Might's mom? This is not Kid All Might and his mom? And he's reading on Fun Man. Look at that, oh my god. This is like the sweetest shit I've ever seen. Just like in a manga, oh my god. I'm gonna get rid of that now just cause like we're concept art timing, but like still, oh my god. You forgot we actually got to see his mom. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, but also like that's so cute. Just how excited he is. No, not yeah, no, Nana is Shigaraki's grandma, not All Might's mom. I understand the confusion. And grab you, grab you, grab you, grab you. There we go. Get you. There we go. Marvelous. I think that floor is properly taken care of. Let me replace it with 8 instead, so that it doesn't do some weird number stuff. Vertically below. There we go. There we go. And now that is great. What I can do is I can just sort of like erase the color all on one layer now, like this. I need to reread My Hero, it's been a bit. But also, like, it's kind of more fun to go into the game without, like, remembering everything. Also, in like the version of this that is taking place, we as different characters, we sort of saved All Might from the worst of his injuries, so a lot's probably gonna be changed because he's not like actively dying from missing organs. We didn't mean to do that, but we just kinda did. I read the 2024 run of Deadpool comics and love what they're doing with his daughters. Huh. I didn't know he had them. That's sick. That's sick and cool. Oh, did you... there's this anime that I really like called Gachi Akuta. Yeah, like this manga. I absolutely love it. It's just now getting an anime. I'm so excited to check out like the new episode and stuff. Yeah, I said anime first on accident, but no, like it's just now getting an anime. Gachiakta. I'm so excited. The art style of the manga is one of my absolute favorites in anything. The eyes are so freaky. Like they make everybody look so like disturbed. And I mean that with all the love in the world. It's awesome. Da, 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 da. I don't necessarily want the manga covers, but I wanna show you like the art style because it's really good. I like it a lot. It was made by somebody who was an assistant for the person that made Soul Eater and Fire Force. And like you can kind of tell in the art style it's so sick. There we go. Found a good panel. So there's a new layer. Look at that art style. These are like early antagonists. Look at that style. It's so good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I wonder how they're gonna do this person's like super dynamic poses. They're a freak. Yeah, this is the correct one. Wait, no, this is. I kept second guessing myself and getting it wrong every time. I should just be confident. Me when I get you, me when I fucking get you. Wait, like a large point of Gachi Akata uh is to like cherish the things you have instead of throwing them away. That's like a massive thing. He's had one named Eleanor since 2013 and recently gave birth to a Carnage symbiote clone named after the daughter in Twilight, and later renamed Princess with his non-binary mutant partner named Valentine. Princess is possessing a giant wolf right now. What the fuck are those words? I'm pretty sure none of those words are in the Bible, and I say that so enthused. You intrigue me so much. I am thoroughly intrigued. And in the latest run, he's starting a company called Deadpool and Daughters LLC. What the actual fuck is wrong with these writers? That's awesome. His enemy partner was a mad scientist with the mutant power to create any chemicals from their metal syringe fingers. Interesting. I'm going to hide that fact from a friend because they'll feel like their idea for a My Hero character isn't original. Even though they came up with it on their own, so I'm just gonna hide that from them until they figure that out. Shout out to Clockwork Stephanie. Again, name pending. There we go, screenshotted. Also working in his company as Taskmaster. What is this even about, bro? That's awesome. I actually got done with that faster than I thought I would. If I get rid of that, that really cleans it up and shows you, yeah, it's based and cool. And he helped train Eleanor after she developed her healing factor? Damn. Okay, so that's the part about all this that makes the most sense and that honestly concerns me. And I'm gonna make sure to save. Now, pardon me, I must excuse myself for a moment because I am simply clowning it. So I'm going to BR. That B is bad. BRB. There we go. Alright, I will return in whatever height I choose, either shortly or tallly. My height is forever shifting. Although I will return soon. But soon is not a height, so it's less funny to say. I have returned from the Netherlands. It's worse than the Nether Realms. But also better because it has public infrastructure. Has it hanging, much like a Cleanus. I still as strong as Deadpool's. Ah. When returning, she doesn't have cancer and learns super quickly. Not as fast as Taskmaster, but close. Oh, I see. I see. I see. She taught herself how to make a tracker to track down her dad out of her foster mom's life model decoy hand. And a phone Deadpool gave her by watching a bunch of YouTube videos during one afternoon. What the fuck? Is it to hack into a teleporter network to teleport to him? What the fuck? What are they on? Again, said with much love, but also, what the fuck? She really feels like a more Gen Z Deadpool. Damn. She's like, yeah, I hacked your teleporter so I can find you. Me when I get you. Me when I fucking get you. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Splendid. Marvelous. Fantastic. Just gonna leave that here for a bit. There we go. You know what? I'm very happy. Oh, neat. Man, people are probably going well like, oh my god, Latina Deadpool. And like they're hulking out, they're getting really buff. And their clothes are exploding off their bodies. Just, yeah. God, I'm so excited for a lot of stuff that's gonna be happening soon. If I can keep it up, my grade's gonna be good, which means I'll get taken off of fucking educational probation, which means that I was failing enough classes and not succeeding in enough to be like, yeah, you're good. But with this, I'll be good. With this, I should be good. And if I can manage to pass, then I'll be golden and it will be great. But I love this class. Sorry, I was leaning back, but they currently also have a team up comic with both Logan and Laura Kinney, aka X-23. What? That's awesome. I'm going to need you to explain. Oh boy. And I'm very happy with this McDonald's ass, like, uh, palace and city. It's very good. I shall post onto the furry server immediately. There we are. Well, you explain the sentence that you've discovered. I like the phrase. Yeah, I get. Yeah, you really discovered that sentence. I could probably do some like little bits. La mattina mi sono alzato. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano. Che passeranno un provato invasor.
Diplo called in both the Wolverines for a mission to find some disappeared mutant child in the fictional Eastern European country. Kinda is to set up a play date for both his and Logan's daughter. They agreed because mutant children are actually in danger.
Oh, I see. Interesting. That's definitely this comic is definitely a thing. I am going to need you to send me the name of it so that I could like behold it with my own eyes.
And or and Eleanor taught herself the local language 10 minutes before landing there.
Why the fuck is she so smart? Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano. Che passeranno un provato invasor. Anna, what the fuck is the comic? I desire to know.
Don't mind me while I stretching. I suppose I could just look up, I don't know, like Deadpool and Daughters LLC.
Wait, this is 616. This is mainline? Deadpool and Wolverine 2025. Okay. Thank you. I will now put that into my totally legal, don't worry about it, comic reading site. And I will thank you kindly. All her brain cells are constantly regenerating. Oh, I see. She can't go brain dead, of course. Yeah, it's simple as. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to just chatting, and I have stuff that I'm gonna need to do involving like schoolwork. So I'm gonna like uh cut off the stream. I'm gonna do my ending read and then go take care of some busyness. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. I would much appreciate it. You could also check out YouTube, where I post my VODs a week after they happen. And with that, it has been a wonderful, wonderful stream. I appreciate uh all y'all deeply. Thank you so much for opening my eyes about Deadpool and Wolverine 2025 Gremlin. And with that, I will catch you all on the flip flop. I'll be streaming again on Tuesday because I'll be at my local Pride Parade with my grandma on Sunday. But
Oh, right. I'll also be doing multiplayer Monday. So, multiplayer Monday on my server and then streaming Tuesday. That being said, I will see y'all there. Catch you on the flip flop. Bye bye.